right, here we go now. It is Hollywood Awards season, and you can see some of the Oscar-nominated movies at the Crescent Theater. Max Maury is here to tell us more about the Crescent and what's coming to the Crescent. Max, I have to tell you, I did a story with you a couple of years ago when you started your Kickstarter fund to convert the Crescent to the digital technology, the modern technology, and ever since then, it has been one of my favorite places to go and see a movie. Tell the folks a little bit about what makes the Crescent so special.
I think about it every day. I think it's more than one thing. It's probably several things in combination. The intimacy, the location, the film selection, and the patrons. I mean, they're good people that come there. And the honor system. Everybody likes the honor system.
That is huge. The honor system. You go there, and if you want a beverage, you do have alcohol there as well. Little bottles of wine, beer for the adults, you know, everything else as well, popcorn. You can grab it during the movie and pay for it after the movie if you want.
Yeah. I think everybody's honest, and when you let grown-ups be honest, they will be. The average age of our patron is 47, so we don't have anything to worry about there. People send in checks that they forgot to pay.
That's amazing. And one of the other neat things that you do is when you go to the movie, you really feel like you're going to an experience. Because one, if you get there early, you have a chance at that front row recliners that they have out there to watch the movie. But also, you guys, you and some of the other workers there, come out and talk a little bit about the films before they start, too.
Yeah, it's become a tradition. We didn't really plan it originally, but I went out the first night to thank the audience, and we've never shown a film without thanking them since.
That is amazing. Now, what's really cool, too, is we were talking about these award nominations, and you are batting 1,000 when it comes to predicting who's going to be in these nominations. Tell us about just the history of Crescent showing some maybe movies that don't always come to the big screen but are critically acclaimed.
Well, if you think about the films that have won in the past, and this is our 7th year, they're not multiplex films. They're generally independent films, art house films, and it's a lot easier than it looks. There's not that many great films. So we have always picked the right films in 7 years.
7 years in a row.
And I think we got the winner this year, too.
Which is probably Boyhood, you think?
Well, Boyhood, Birdman, Theory, Imitation Game, we've shown them all. Grand Budapest Hotel.
And speaking of the Imitation Game, that one starts tomorrow at the Crescent. So let's talk a little bit about that. We have some video here. Nominated for 8 Oscar awards today. Tell us a little bit about this film.
The true story of Alan Turing. That's the code-breaking machine. Benedict Cumberbatch plays Alan Turing. They actually used to call these things Turing machines. We now call them computers. But Benedict is nominated for Best Actor. I think he's going to win, even though Eddie Redmayne won the Golden Globe for The Theory of Everything. I think this is Benedict Cumberbatch's year to win.
A standout performance, and then you also have another standout performance, perhaps a career-defining performance from Reese Witherspoon in Wild coming up.
Wild should be our next film. It will follow The Imitation Game, maybe start on the 30th or the week after. We love Reese Witherspoon.
And the great news is you get to see both of these films before the Oscar Awards, because those are later in February, so you can get caught up and kind of have someone to root for while you're watching those nominations. And then you also hope to have a whiplash prior to those prior to the award show as well.
Sony Pictures Classics wants us to play that. We don't know when it'll fit in. Mardi Gras always messes us up. We have to play Rocky Horror Picture Show.
That's a tradition, right?
That's a Crescent Theater tradition. Every night at 8:30. But yeah, Whiplash is coming. J.K. Simmons, yeah.
Very cool. So the Crescent Theater is really a phenomenal place to go see a movie. Like we said, get some wine, grab a beer, lay back, watch the film. A small, intricate theater, but one with cutting-edge technology as well. The sound system and display in there is incredible. We'll have all the information about the Crescent as well as a link to their website on our webpage. So go check it out. Max, it's always good to see you.
Thank you, Joe.
I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Chastity.